Yo, today's encouragement does not come from a specific resource or a quote person. Um, so I'm not claiming it as original idea, but it's not coming from a specific source that I can give credit to, just from my thoughts based on my learning. Um, the encouragement today focuses on raising the bar, the concept of raising the bar, um, and why I think it's important and how I think we can do it responsibly. So I think there's generally three sort of thought processes behind the concept of raising the bar. One is some organizations, some people, some teams, they lower the bar. They lower the bar so that everyone can hang on nice and comfortably. The bar is low enough that the shortest person can stand on the ground and still touch the bar. And no one fails, no one's upset. If need be, we'll lower it further. So one thing we can do is we can lower the bar. One thing that people do, organizations, teams, they lower the bar until everyone can sort of hang on nice and easy. The other thing that organizations, teams, leaders can choose to do is to sort of leave the bar as is. We don't have to. We don't need to get worse. We don't need to lower the bar. You need to meet this minimum expectation, but it's not too hard to meet. And we're gonna kind of sit in this zone of comfortability, so that we're not gonna rock the boat too much. We're definitely not gonna get worse. So we don't want to be below average, but average, slightly above average is fine. We'll keep the bar as is. The people that can't sort of meet that expectation, they won't work here. But we want to keep it where most people can meet the bar and sort of be happy and comfortable. Another perspective I think we take sometimes, or that organizations choose, is raise the bar here, right, and take on this sort of macho mindset of, if you can't meet the expectation of greatness, then you don't belong here. And so we're going to raise the bar. Maybe this comes after a leader or boss goes off to some kind of seminar or something. They come back, we're raising the bar, and if you don't like it, hit the road. And when you do that, you're going to lose a lot of people. And one might say, well, that's fine. They don't belong here if they can't reach for excellence like we do. This is another perspective. Obviously, when we lower the bar, let me offer my opinion or my thoughts on those three, and then how I think we can do it well. When we lower the bar, we stay down where the low bar is. I personally don't think you can sustain a quality business or a quality team for very long when you choose to lower the bar. And even if you sustain the existence of the team or business, here's what will most likely happen. Let's assume that you can categorize your people into like A, B, and C. And I don't mean this necessarily judgmentally, but your A is your high performer. They want to achieve, they want to grow, they want to excel. B, your B employees or players are they love the organization. They are going to do what they're told. Probably not much more than that, but they're not necessarily going to bring anybody else down or cause harm. And then your C players are, they want their paycheck, or they want to be a part of the team, sort of. But you don't ask them to do too much. Don't ask them to do more than what you promised. They were going to have to do, and maybe even then they're going to bristle a little bit. If you could replace them, you probably would. But for whatever reason, they're kind of hanging around. Maybe you can't. They're not quite where you need to replace them yet, but if you had the opportunity. So let's assume you have those three categories to make it easy. When you lower the bar, you're going to attract and keep the C-level folks. Your A level people are out of there. Forget it. If you're going to lower the bar, that's not for me. They're not even coming. And then the B level folks are either going to stay where they are, possibly become C level folks, because hey, if the bar is going to be lower, then why do more than is asked of me? And you might lose some of them as well. But you're gonna have a much greater percentage of C level performers. When you keep the bar the same, everyone's going to be fine where they're at. B level people stay the same. C level people come and go like they always do. And you'll probably have the same sort of percentage of A level folks that will push the limits where they can and tolerate the fact that the business is not growing or pushing them. They'll come and go as well. But your business stays the same. No growth, no improvement. The sort of maniacal, rapid, hang on to this bar as we shoot for the moon kind of thing, in my opinion, is where you lose a lot of people. I don't think it's sustainable. And you could point to like Steve Jobs and Apple and those kind of organizations that have that sort of mentality, at least, sort of based on the perception. But those are few and far between, and most of us are not Steve Jobs or Apple. So I don't know that that's sustainable for most organizations, most leaders, most teams, is the sort of immediate and rapid raising of the bar. Here's my encouragement. We can and should raise the bar responsibly. We can incrementally improve. We talked about marginal gains the other day. But we can raise the bar in a manner that does this. We push it up to a point where the C-level folks they're going to leave, and they probably need to leave if we want to be the business or team that we want to be. The B-level folks, because they are they like the organization, they like their job, they're willing to do what's asked of them. Well, if we can kind of slowly increase the ask, they're going to hang on, and they're going to grow because of it. The organization will be better because of it. The A-level folks are going to be ecstatic. They've got an organization now that is pushing the envelope, that's looking to grow, that's given an opportunity to grow. It doesn't have to be super rapid, but the bar's going up. They have a chance to be problem solvers and creative, and put their skills to use. So what you get is B folks that kind of hang on and come with you. C folks that they drop the bar's going too high, they're letting go. They find another low bar to hang on to somewhere else. And the A-level folks are going to be happy that now that there are new opportunities for them. So my encouragement is for me and for you, if we're have the opportunity to lead or coach, run a business, family, whatever it may be, we find ways to incrementally raise the bar, which allows us to part ways with the habits or the people that aren't best serving us, which allows us to find ways for those people that maybe would like to grow but aren't quite sure how, that will help them move along that journey as well. And that finds ways for us to serve those in our team, organization, family, who are looking for growth and are hungry to get better. So here's to responsibly raising the bar. I'm pulling for you. I look forward to talking to you next time.